We want to hear from you. Search Write a Review on hsn.com now.
Hi everyone, welcome to HSN. I'm your host, Callie Northig, and we've been having so much fun today, offering major sale prices on so many of our favorite fashion brands. I know we've got jewelry coming up next hour with Lynn, but it's really been a fun day. We want to clean out the warehouses so we can get ready for fall, and you guys have a chance to get some of your favorite designers on big clearance savings. And of course, unconditional months to be able to try anything. It'll all get delivered to you, so no all sales final here. So this is an hour of Iman clearance. We are so excited about this. Let's share a couple highlights. This dress is coming up at the end of the hour and I love it. It is so pretty. It's just elegant. I love the sleeve. It just shows the prettiest part of the body, or at least the arm. And then as we go all the way down on beautiful Emily, you're gonna see the adorable little detailing, because actually there's a chiffon overlay that shows a little bit of sheerness at the leg. It's there, you see it a little bit. Beautiful colors. We love Iman's Resort collection. It's all about just taking you away a little bit. We have 3 colors available for you in this. The item is 685809. I know Emily's wearing the jade cheetah. There's a red cheetah, ooh. And how about the yellow? That's a really fun look. And again, the sleeve, the elegance of that overlay, that is a winning combination. Under $60 today. That's close to half off, even compared to HSN pricing. But we're gonna get started with a big hit that when in fact we relaunched Iman's brand here earlier this year. And I know how many of us, we waited patiently for a couple of years. She was working so hard at getting the new collection started. This is how we launched her brand, because she does such a beautiful job with her bottoms. She would tell you right now, she is a pant lover. So she does a beautiful job. And what we've got, it's not a pant on sale, it's 2. It is a double pack. You get a solid and you get a print. We've got amazing colors. Note that this is $29.96. They're $15 a pant. And it's that wonderful wide leg, that Palazzo pant. My personal favorite silhouette, aside from a skinny jean, and I'm wearing a Juliana skinny on sale, by the way, I love a wide leg. Now these, and I'll go through colors, but what is so nice about these, you can see it's a flat banding at the front, but on the back side, you see it's all elasticized. So you get stretch galore from the waist all the way through the hips, through the thighs, all the way through, because it's that fantastic stretch jersey knit. By the way, these also, as I'm gonna show you, the pleating and the details, you get 1 solid and 1 animal print. I know Iman loves her animal prints, which I do too. So we've got this for you in navy blue. I'll get this back on here. Bear with me a second. Navy blue, and then behind that, do you see that bright pop of pink? Ooh, that one's fun. It's called magenta. So there's your solid, and then you get that fabulous living on the wild side animal print. Here is the jade. That's what we're calling it, right, Rob? Jade. Love the pink in the animal print there. I think that is just such an unexpected little twist. We've got the red, great power color, and that is a bright, happy red. And the red and the black animal print really is just a stunning option. $15 a pant in this clearance event today. 4 other options. I'll make my way to this side. We've got the black and gray. This is a nice choice. It's called slate if you're using express ordering, so you get 1 solid slate gray, and then you get the animal print. Same pant, just on a clearance price in a 2-pack. Here's your black and natural animal print. This is a great choice. This one is the most limited. There's only 300. We have extra small through 3X. If Iman was here, she'd tell you every day, purple is her favorite color, and here it is in the purple. And again, the unexpected pop and contrast of that pink in the purple and black, and then the yellow. That is just an unexpected choice too. And look at that, the blue, black, and yellow animal print. That's quite the story to tell. These are customer pick choices when they were at a different price, not this low of a price. This is a price that's even lower than when it was a Today Special when we launched this a couple months back. But we're gonna be joined by Kate Holliday, who is one of Iman's former models, favorite model, and she is here as our spokesman and representative for the brand when Iman can't be here. It's so nice to have you with us, Kate.
Hi, it's so great to be back, as always.
You did a quick change for us, I see, so we're gonna talk all about the other prints and colors. So this pant, I remember when I met you, you were wearing this color and you looked amazing, and you were head to toe in this natural or brown animal print. I love it.
I do. I love, you know what, I actually really love the head to toe with the animal look. Hida, just now, I just caught a quick glimpse. She looks fantastic, and I remember on the day of the Today Special, Lauren wearing the head to toe yellow animal print, and she looked so stunning. And it just, to me, it just looked almost like a jumpsuit. It didn't look like separates to me at all. See Hida there, and that deep purple, that just looks beautiful. If you're willing to do that head to toe animal, I think you absolutely should. That is a showstopper look. People will stop you. They will, their heads will be turning. You will be the star of the show.
I do love that. And that's the tank version of the same animal print with a solid jacket on top of that. That would be very sharp. I wanted to show too, we have other tops in the animal print just to kind of match back. We'll get to this in just a moment. They're all on clearance. And I didn't get a chance to print off any of the customer reviews. So I'm gonna encourage anybody watching and listening, take a look at what people say, because you know, you've had this now for a couple of months, and they're really awesome in the sense that I love this. They never wrinkle. They never attract pet hair. They, you know, they stretch like, you know, there's nobody's business. And that's whether you're putting on weight or taking off weight. It really is that wonderful, miraculous recovery. It doesn't stretch and bag out at the knees. And it's that wider leg. For me, I love the way it kind of balances out the hip to floor ratio. And there's something a little more elegant about having that wide leg. It's dressy, but it doesn't have to only be exclusively for those, you know, dress up events. It could be your day to day. I haven't mentioned yet, Kate, but I have to, the options in length. 29.5 is petite. We have average in 31.5 inches. Tall is 33.5 inches. Iman is a tall gal, I'm a tall gal. I always appreciate having that longer length, and I know if you're a petite gal, you appreciate the same. So hopefully one of those options will work for you in terms of sizing. This is also extra small through 3X, and you can see the stretch and the give. We'll put sizing details on the side of the screen. Speaking of which, we just had that tank top that, that Hida's wearing, if you'd like to put that. And you said something so great. You said it almost looks like a jumpsuit kind of, or like a full-on outfit when you put both matching pieces together. I like that idea.
Oh, I do too. I do too. And I love that you were talking about the sizes. That is something that's so important to Iman, is that she's very inclusive when it comes to her sizing, because she wants to make sure that everybody gets their absolute perfect fit. And believe me, not all Palazzo pants are created equal. Like you said, the tailoring on this, it's just head and shoulders above other Palazzo pants out there. I know for me, I'm 5'9". I mean, I'm on the taller side. And when I'm shopping for a Palazzo, I have a tendency to notice that there's a lot of extra fabric. So the legs are really, really wide, but they're not very long. So then it kind of ends up making you look like you're kind of cut off at the bottom. So this way, if you're on the taller side, you have that longer length. Again, it's not a lot of fabric. It's going to fit you nicely through the waist, through the hips. She's given us this great elastic waistband. There's 4 bands in here. They're all sewn down, so it's not going to roll. It's not going to gather. But then it's flat in the front, because Lord knows we do not need any extra fabric in the front, right? We want it to be slimming. We want it to be flattering there. You can see it on Hida. It just lays beautifully, again, right over her hips. And then the stretch of the fabric, it's like, this fabric is like butter. That's one of the things that I love so much about her signature fabrics, is that it's so soft, so breathable. It's got that great stretch, but then it bounces back. It's not going to end up looking worn out by the end of the day. No, but it's going to be able to move with you, but then still look pristine.
Absolutely. Ooh, Emily is looking hot in that bright magenta. That is terrific. And if you are just tuning in, ladies, you get 2 pair. You get 1 solid and 1 print. So you can see Emily's wearing the print on the top, but you get the same Palazzo pant in that printed bottom. I have to update you, the most popular, and I know over 3,000 gone, these are flying. The navy is definitely in the lead. The other 2 that are, well, 2 options I want to share. The slate is extremely popular popular, and this is the slate with the black and white and slate animal print. And if you want a black palazzo pant, this is the deal of the century, because you'd get, even if you don't even want the leopard, you get this pant for $15. But I do love particularly the natural leopard, because that is what we think of first when we think about either a cheetah print or an animal print, but this would be a great choice. The next, again, most limited choices at this point with thousands gone on our clearance event is the slate and the navy. But if you want some color, go for the magenta, go for the jade. Do you see how fun that jade is? Ooh, this reminds me of, there's, you know, ladies who lunch who love this combination of colors, the pink and the green. The red is always that power color. This is, I know Iman would be very proud of you if you went with the red, because it is just, I think for women, it is a confident color, it's a power color, and you do get both the solid and the leopard print. The other choices are the soft purple, and again, there's your leopard print or the animal print. And then if you wanna really get out there and go crazy, go with the yellow. I mean, that's just an unexpected little bit of, you know, happiness ready to take you on your way throughout your day. So we'll share with you the tanks, we'll share with you the longer version sleeved top that Emily is wearing as we move along, but we'd love to hear from you too. I mean, during a clearance event, two things I always like to repeat. One is that it is not all sales final. You've got a full month, as usual, to get these things delivered to your front door, try them on, wear them, see what your husband thinks, see what others think, before you even have to make your mind up. So that's a nice little bit of, you know, flexibility in this time of our lives, plus on a flex pay. Even this clearance price, which is like a $20 savings, you can do one payment of $9.99. You choose the card. Major credit cards, we do them all. Debit card, PayPal, Apple Pay, we do them all. But HSN card holders, you get to even add another flex. So that makes it even less, way under $10 to get not one, but two of these pants. And again, being whether you're tall, whether you're petite, we've got the options for you. So take advantage. Obviously, this has been a big, big win today. We are busy. My producer is saying, ooh, if you could possibly use Express, and I apologize to even have to ask you to do that, but you can imagine, I mean, these prices are just so irresistible. And here's another great option, just different ways to incorporate pieces maybe you've already got in your closet. So I love these ways to wear kinds of videos. What do you think of them, Kate?
Oh, I think it's great. I mean, especially for someone like me, sometimes it's nice to have just a little, you know, help along the way. If I'm like, oh, I don't know, what am I going to be able to wear this with? But really, you're going to be able to wear this back with quite a few options in your wardrobe, especially if you have other pieces from Iman's collection, because she's so great about having, you know, the colors and the patterns and prints that go back to each other. But then the palazzo, it's a really simple, easy piece to have in your wardrobe. It's never going to go out of style. It's great for these warmer months. But then, you know, I love that she's given us the solid and the print. So if maybe you're a little wary of wearing a print, you know, you're getting the solid, so you know you're going to wear that. You know, try the print. Maybe just, you know, put it on and see how you feel. But I mean, really, you can't go wrong. And I'm loving her colors. The colors in her collection are my favorite thing. I love that magenta. That yellow, I think, is so unexpected. And if you're out there rocking that yellow leopard, I'm telling you, people are going to stop you. They're going to stop in their tracks and be like, what are you wearing? Where did you get that? Because, I mean, that's a confident person that's out there wearing, you know, some of these brighter colors.
You're right. And I know that's one of her, you know, fashion commandments is like, go for it. Try something new. You'll never know. Yellow is that happy color. But again, if you're just tuning in, boy, we are busy. Thank you. Express is best. If you could use that or jump over to hsn.com, or what I do is hopefully you've downloaded our HSN app. I just use that. I sit on my phone and I order things like pretty much every day. I've got boxes coming during these times when we've had a little more time on our hands to do some shopping. But obviously I don't even know if malls are open. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm doing the right thing by just staying where I'm at, and I'm doing my ordering and letting it get delivered. That's just my preference. And I love that we can do that for you too. But clearance event, this is 2 times a year that we do this big event, and you are here at the right time. There's your yellow combo. And again, it's not a choice of, it's both. One solid, one animal print. Black in leopard is incredibly popular, and it's the only way to get the solid black in that. If you want the navy, it's the most limited at this point, followed by the slate gray. gray. I'm gonna show this to you, the gray, which has that black animal print. So these are the most limited, the navy, the slate gray, and then the black and natural. But pops of color in the magenta, the jade, or the red, or the yellow, plus we do have that purple. That Hita looks amazing on that. And I know on the side of the screen we've shown that tank top that Hita's wearing with it to make it look like that very, pull together that jumpsuit. If you wanted to do a solid jacket on top of that, fabulous. But if you want the top that Emily is wearing, who's in the magenta, our beautiful blonde, that's the longer version. Both item numbers will kind of rotate on the screen for you there. The longer top is, the 3/4 sleeve top is 685793. And of course on 3 flex or 4 if you have an HSN card. And of course, if you are just tuning in, first the tank, because I think that is a stunning way to go. 685968. That too on 3 flex or 4 by putting it on your HSN card. So Iman's collection, Kate, you being her stand-in when she can't be with us, how would you, if somebody hasn't yet experienced Iman, she's been with us many years, she just relaunched this year, how would you really express the feel you get from her collection? Big question, I know.
Well, small question. I mean, I think that Global Chic really sums it up. I mean, she's traveled the world. She has worked with every designer under the sun, walked all of the runways. She has decades of experience. She knows fit. She knows style. She knows the trends, but she also knows what's classic and what we're going to be able to wear time and time again. And she incorporates all of that into her collection. So that whenever you're purchasing an item from her, that it's going to be timeless. It's going to transcend the seasons. It's going to fit because her tailoring is impeccable and she's always very, very conscious of fit for different body types. And you're going to be comfortable. She's very much wanting us to dress for our lifestyle. She's not like telling us, we need to go outside of our box and dress, inappropriately for our lives. Like, she's designing clothes to fit into our lifestyle. If we're, a stay-at-home mom, if we're, women who work, whatever it is that we're doing, she wants to make sure that we're well-dressed, that we're put together, but that we're comfortable.
Very well said.
And that's something that's
very well said.
Important with her fabric choices, I think, really, really express that.
If anybody wants the black.
And that there's so much comfort.
200 left, Kate, in black and the natural leopard. Final 200. Hopefully we have your size. We have extra small through 3X overall and all 3 inseams. So keep that in mind too. That is a treat. I love that she does that. 29.5 inches is petite, 31.5 average, 33.5 in the tall. So again, actually most limited here with 200 left in the black, navy with the navy print, and the slate gray with the black and white and gray animal print. Those are the 3 most limited right now. It's item 685966 for you to continue ordering yours. Do a flex pay, enjoy it. So we're gonna move into a couple of the coordinating pieces. This is the one that I think is so fabulous. It's got a built-in, almost like a necklace for you, so you never have to think twice. And the 3/4 length sleeve lets you enjoy just that, your own personal jewelry. These lengths are great. So you're gonna give, 28.5 inches is the length on these. All the same colors as what we just featured with the Palazzo pant. These are on sale at under $30. Here's your natural, or your beautiful mocha. Here's jade. We've got this in red, we've got the magenta, and then next door, we've got this in the navy blue, we've got this in the purple, here's your black, and then we've got the beautiful yellow. And I love Kate being a redhead, that she's such a fan of yellow. The black, by the way, we're calling slate because of that soft gray in it. And I do have an update. If you want red, 80. That's what happens during a clearance event at HSN. It's first come, first serve, and you snooze and you lose. So again, take advantage, 30 days to be able to try something on and experience the comfort, the quality. Speaking of comfort, look at this. the stretch. Same thing with the Palazzo pant, same thing with the tank that we featured earlier, so I just think that's a brilliant point. And you've got the nice side slits for you here. So Kate, this is the one piece, I remember the first time I met you when we launched him online here, you were wearing this beautiful natural mocha, and it just looked amazing on you.
Oh, thank you. You know, I love this top. There are so many things that I love about this top. First of all, you know, Iman is a very big fan of color, and her colors are just stunning. They're so vibrant, and the fact that you could wash this top 100 times and it will not lose its color. It will always stay this fresh, this energetic. I love the sleeve length on it. It's got that great 3/4 sleeve. So it's going to keep the chill off your arms, or maybe if you just, you know, like to have that arm coverage, it's a perfect way to go. Love the longer length with the tunic, with the little side slits. So it's long enough that you can leave it out, but at the same time, if you wanted to do a front tuck into a pair of jeans, if you have her 360 slim, which you absolutely should if you don't have it, you could do a little front tuck in that. So it goes, you know, casual to dressy. And then with that signature jersey stretch fabric, it's so comfortable. It's so soft. It's going to be like your favorite t-shirt, but so much more. I love that little, the little gold tone hardware that she has there on that keyhole. So she's kind of giving you an accessory. But it's another thing that Iman is a huge fan of. You gotta make sure that you accessorize, and so she's kind of taking the guesswork out of it for you.
I see too at the bottom of the screen, we're putting the availability chart for you, so you can see if there's a specific color you're interested in. You can see if it turns red, it's gone. If it turns yellow, it's almost gone. If it's showing green, we're good to go there. So in magenta, we'll just kind of keep that up because I know this is one of those days where things are selling like so fast. Here's your mocha, here's jade, navy blue, we've got the red, almost gone, magenta. That's what, in fact, I think it was this color we just saw him on in that video. She looked amazing. I mean, talk about a head turner. It's what she's always done her whole entire career. There she is. I mean, supermodel extraordinaire for decades. She's graced the covers of thousands of magazines and still looks like $1 million and just knows how to put together an outfit to really, you know, there's nothing wrong with getting somebody to like turn your head and take note of you, right? The slate gray, very popular, purple, fantastic, and yellow for that unexpected hit, especially, again, she didn't do just a typical animal print. It's just a little bit more abstract than what you find anywhere. This is exclusive here at HSN. This one has been very popular too. If you're looking for a little upper arm coverage, this is the 3/4 length sleeve. And we've got other pieces, other tops that are coming up. If you prefer a solid bottom with a printed top, I think that is more my style, but some of us are totally the opposite. Which way would you turn, Kate?
Gosh, you know what? I would probably end up mixing and matching. So I would do a full solid, I would do full print, or I would mix and match. I don't know. I think it really just depends on the day because, you know, I'm a little bit of a Gemini. There's multiple personalities up in here. So it just depends on my mood. But I think that this back with that magenta, the solid, looks fantastic. But if she had on the animal print bottom with that, I think she would look phenomenal as well. I think that, yeah, a total animal print look is very stunning. Again, a head turner. To me, it says confidence. Like someone who steps out in head-to-toe print is definitely confident.
It really is, and you know, it is. Fashion is what's so fun about a lot of things about being a woman. That's fun, you know, fashions and makeup and jewelry and shoes and handbags. We get to do all those fun things. So
exactly, it should be fun.
It should be
fun. It shouldn't be complicated. We shouldn't overthink it and be worried and concerned about, you know, what are people going to think? Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you feel good, that's all that matters.
Yellow is almost gone. Wow, I just can't believe it. We have 100 left in yellow all of a sudden. So that's how quickly things are moving. Yellow and red are neck and neck as to which one's gonna sell out first. So if either of those are of interest to you, go for it. This is 685-793. And if you are doing your shopping with us today on hsn.com, take a minute after, of course, you put things in your basket, because I don't want it to sell out on you before you do that. But read some of the comments and see what other ladies who are wearing Iman's fashions, feeling great about it, not spending a lot. Even on a regular day, her fashions are so affordable. When you think it's Iman. And when you think, I mean, really, these are just show-stopping looks. We've got other things that aren't quite as bold if you're not into the animal print, so stay with us because it's a full hour of Iman clearance. But you know what? It is a great opportunity. Maybe try a first Iman piece since we relaunched her collection here at HSN this year. Fun times ahead. Red, last call. Yellow, last call. Mocha, the natural choice. We've got the jade green, and that with the pink is such a fun. That one makes me just giggle. I love it. The navy blue, very popular, as was the 2-pack of the Palazzo Pant, which is one solid and one print. And then we've got this fantastic magenta, along with the slate, and lastly, the purple. So these are absolutely yours for, what is it on a flex pay? It's $10. $9.94. HSN card holders, go ahead and add another flex. You'll all get delivery on your pieces in a matter of days, and then try them on, see what you think. The other thing we haven't talked a lot about, Kate, is care. Easy, machine wash, tumble dry. I just think that's so great. I'm personally a hang dry girl, but you know, the label says machine wash, tumble dry, so you can do that.
That's right. That's right. You can throw it in the wash, throw it in the dryer, and you don't have to worry about it shrinking. You don't have to worry about the colors fading. It's wrinkle resistant, so you could throw this in, you know, the bottom of a handbag if you wanted to change your shirt after work. You know, you're going out with the girls, whatever. It's so she makes it so easy, which is one of the things that's so great about Iman, about her collection. It's so easy to wear.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the only difficult thing is trying to decide like which color.
I know, I agree with you. I'm drawn to so many. I know we're moving on. We've got some other things we want to make sure we have time for in the show. This particular top though, stay right where you are, and we are very busy. My producer is saying, please, I'm sorry if you're on hold. It's just, that's what happens during these clearance events. If you could use express ordering. And that's, you dial that toll-free number. If you've ever shopped with us even one time before, we've got you in the system. So you just punch in the item number, and it'll ask you your size, your color option, your length, if that's an option in, you know, the pant. But that'll put something in your basket right away before somebody, you know, sneaks it out of there for you. HSN.com is a great way to shop with us when we're super busy, as is the app on your phone, which is a free download. I highly recommend that. So here's the incredible 360 slim crop jean coming up from Iman. We've got that in petite, average, and tall, which is fabulous. And we'll talk about what that 360-degree slim means when we get to it. But it is a little secret panel that gives you a bit more confidence in the tummy area. That one is 685-843. Ooh, I like that side. See that little side panel? That helps do a little lifting of the backside, which we love. And it's so cute in that it's a crop, but it's got a slight bit of a bell. So a nice alternative as we move along through the show. All right. We have another top from Iman's collection that we want to make sure you have a chance to get. It's on clearance, of course. That's what this day is all about, up until midnight, which, can you believe, we launch into July 1st, which means we are launching our 43rd birthday here at HSN. Oh, July is a fun month to shop with us, let me tell you. So very excited about that. This is, how cute to have this built in like a scarf on the side kind of look. It's an asymmetrical top with that scarf top incorporated. It's available for you in black, red, or navy. Length here is 27 inches. It's a rayon span blend. So this is cute. It's a very status kind of symbolic print that she's incorporated into the side of this, which, something about that asymmetric, you know, it slims us down a little bit. And that's just a breath of fresh air. I've never seen a top quite like this, Kate.
No, and then it's, like you said, it's very slimming. The way that she has placed the sort of scarf detail on the side there, it's very unexpected, and it adds just a little bit of, I want to say, drama, a little bit of flair. Kita coming out with those white jeans on with that red top, it's very nautical. It's very sort of like Hamptons or, you know, Cape Cod in the summer kind of feel to it. I think it's really refreshing, and it's not something that you're going to see coming and going, but it's just as easy to throw on as, say, your average t-shirt that's not going to have this amount of high-end detail to it.
Yeah, no, it's really true. It's just, you're right, a very resort. And this is part of her resort collection. She's got several different kinds of categories within her overall fashion line here at HSN. And I think it's always nice to get something that's just a little unexpected. That is the black. It shows even different pops of color. It's the same status kind of print in that side panel. And by the way, let me just double check on something. I wanted to see. This part is not stretchy. I just wanted to double check on that because I haven't had a chance to offer this yet. It stretches all throughout except for this particular portion, which is a different fabrication, and that is the fabric that you get to tie off a little bit off to the side. The length on this, let me double check here, 27 inches. It's got a nice short sleeve, so right to where we want a little bit of upper arm coverage, a nice rounded neckline. I could see this with a cute little pair of shorts or the capri pants. Those are the skinny crop that are coming up on sale from Iman as well, so stick around for that. But yeah, it's true during these times where most of us aren't taking vacations as much as I want to. Right. Sometimes just throwing on something that looks like you are, make yourself a little umbrella drink and go sit in the backyard and pretend.
Right, exactly, exactly. You know, and I like that you were saying with just the classic sort of t-shirt styling on the top. I love that the sleeves are just a little bit longer, so you have a little bit of coverage there. But it's just a little something unexpected. It's a little twist on just, say, your average t-shirt. So I love, again, with the white crop that we have coming up. But you could wear this with a maxi dress or a maxi skirt. You could wear this with like a shorter, maybe denim skirt, any kind of clam diggers, your regular jeans, pair of cutoff shorts, and it's just a little different. It's just a little extra. Yeah. I know that the tie on the side is kind of adjustable, so you adjust it sort of to your waist or to your hip size, but you do have that stretch everywhere else. So it's going to fit you nice and snug around, you know, semi-fitted. So
there you go. Absolutely.
It'll give you that nice shape.
Right, exactly. I also wanted to remind everybody, you know, there's certain things that we're putting into the show. We are live, but there's a lot of other things that we have on our website. If you go to hsn.com and just type in Iman, you'll see a lot of pages. I just wanted to give you a little sneak peek of a skirt that's coming up in a minute, just too, because of the same asymmetrical kind of design that is just fun and flirty. And this is that stretch jersey. This is the rayon. I'm going to double check the rayon. Yeah, rayon and spandex. So it's a different softness. Still soft and stretchy, but just a different fabrication. So there's lots to look for. Again, there's a resort collection for our more casual vacation moments, and then there are very high-end choices. Like we've got this beautiful maxi dress at the end of the hour that is stunning. I can't wait to show you. I mean, it's just a beautiful detail on the sleeve. But I'm going to share with you, stay on the line for the top. The item is 685771. We're going to move into the skirt, but I do want to share with you. In fact, I'm going to make my way over here. Let's do that. All right, we're gonna go from the top. Not that these two pieces match each other by any means, but it is an option when it comes to choices today with Iman's collection on clearance. This one is it's a resort skirt. This is the luxury resort scarf skirt that comes with a little self tie. We've got this in the berry and navy stripe right here. We've got this in the yellow and navy stripe. We also have it for you in the jade ocean blue. So this is the one that I was saying is a stretch jersey knit. This is the most limited, by the way, the ocean blue jade combination. I might even have that backwards for you. But I think this is just such an interesting cut in the design and use of the fabrics, because you can see the angle of the stripe changes right here at the side panel. So it does a lot of fun, I guess, trickery to the eye, doing something very flattering to the body.
Yes, yes. The whole idea behind having sort of the asymmetric stripe is to sort of trick the eye. It gives you like a sort of slimming effect, makes you look longer and leaner. I love the way that Emily is wearing it back with the tank right there. And actually that color, I think going into the fall is going to be fantastic as well, if you can pick that up. But I mean, what a great skirt. It's such a versatile skirt. You could dress this up, dress it down, like she's wearing it with that tank. You could wear it with a pair of, you know, strappy heels if you wanted to, if you were going to a nice dinner or, you know, going somewhere. I don't know if you're going anywhere these days, but if you are able to go out and go somewhere, or you could wear it back with, you know, your flip-flops or, you know, just a pair of slides or even a pair of tennis shoes. This is really cute with a pair of tennis shoes, actually, if you're running around with the kids, dropping them at camp, you know, whatever it is that you've got going on this summer. And so it's just a nice alternative to maybe, you know, you're used to throwing on your shorts or, you know, your Bermudas or your clam diggers or whatever it is. Boy, and it's so soft because it's that jersey again. So, I mean, it's just such an easy option.
I'm so hoping for parents with kids that they're able to take their kids to camps this summer. Our kids must be going crazy like the rest of us, you know, and I guess with all of that in mind, it's like, it is a treat to just give yourself like, okay, I'm gonna treat myself to a skirt because I'm giving everything to everybody. I mean, at least I've been feeling that way lately. It's like, you know, as women, we take care of everybody before we take care of ourselves. And maybe this is a moment where you can say, just for me, it's not a big deal, but for example, like this one, it's a pull-on skirt, so you can see this is just a beautiful little self-tie that you can remove entirely if you want to. But just to slip this on, even if you're wearing like a one-piece or two-piece bathing suit, sitting by the pool.
Oh, yeah.
I don't ever like walking around without at least a little swim wrap or something. This could double as that.
This could absolutely double as that. That's a great point. I would wear this back with my one-piece bathing suit, easy. But it's just, you know, one and done. You just throw it on. Like you said, it's a pull-up, elastic waistband, super easy. And you know, another thing during these times, sometimes it's just nice to put on a skirt and feel feminine and look, you know, feel like you look pulled together, even if you've been sitting in the house for the last, you know, 5 days in your pajamas, like some of us do.
Some of us that shall remain unnamed, Kate Holiday.
Right.
No. What other options do we have, really? I mean, that's the only time we go out is if we have to go to the grocery store or need something for the house. But I love that this is just such a unique style, not only from the fact that it's an asymmetrical silhouette, but the fact that the angle of the stripe changes. On the left-hand panel, it's probably easier to see on that berry color that Emily is wearing. It just really does, kind of just slims a little bit off the hips. So that, I'm always looking for that kind of a design. Here's the Jade Ocean, most limited. Here's your berry, and then here's your yellow and navy. The item is 685-785. Great too, like you said, with fall and the tall boots that I can't wait to wear again. Terrific choice. Yeah, this is my favorite part of it.
Like it's not even July. I'm like, when can I wear my boots?
I know, me too. It's one of my favorite things. I love it. But summer is in the air and clearance is happening in a big way here at HSN. Welcome. I'm so glad you're with us. I've only got another 25 minutes with you this afternoon. So I wanted to share with you this particular top from Iman's collection. This is really elegant. It is part of her luxury resort collection, and it is so pretty. It's more of a caftan style, a pullover top that gives you 27 inches in length. This is all poly, so it's not gonna give you the stretch that some of the other pieces do. Keep that in mind if you're a bustier gal. But this one we have in black. This is the ocean blue, and then we've got that gorgeous deep fuchsia. Now it's about the neckline here. Embroidery throughout, a soft yet plunging V neckline, 3/4 length sleeve. Actually more of like a kimono style sleeve, isn't it? Look at that. In fact, you'll see even easier on one of the brighter colors. I see Hida just joined us in that beautiful ocean blue. Look at the sleeve. It's nice and roomy and elegant. So which color do you want? We have a couple hundred of each one. That's a cool contrast, that nice coral or like a flamingo pink against that ocean blue. I like that.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's stunning. It stands out. That embroidery, you know, and it's actually embroidered. It's not an applique. So, you know, that's a little more on the higher end, more expensive fabrication. Again, like you said, that is a kimono sleeve. So it's basically it's a short caftan. Like it's if you're maybe a little intimidated by the idea of a full caftan, I know that Iman has a beautiful one available. But if that's, you know, not necessarily your style, this is a really great way to sort of ease your way into a caftan style. It's very easy to wear, that sateen finish. It's got that gorgeous sheen to it. And then again, it just makes those colors really pop and stand out.
I love the fact it looks like silk. It's not, or it'd be a fortune, but it really does. You said the sheen, that soft, there's a silkiness to it that gives you such an expensive look, especially I think on that ocean blue. Although, look at the black. I'm such a fan of black and white. I can hardly ever resist it when it's an offer. That one too it's just a totally different feel from the black and white to the ocean and the coral. And then the deep fuchsia, if this is a color that you get compliments when you wear it, oh, give that a try. Again, I think the things that make this such a different, I know it's called a caftan, which typically is a longer length, but this one is more of that short, you know, regular top length, but with the drama of those kimono sleeves. That just adds just a relaxed feel to it.
Yes, exactly. You know, like I said, if you're intimidated by a traditional caftan, this is a great way to go. So you can wear it back with your jeans, with your shorts. It's a little less, I don't know, a little less dramatic, a little more, you know, everyday easy wear to incorporate into your life. But again, those colors are just so beautiful. I love the black and white. Like you said, that spectator look, I think can be really, really dressy if you wanted to dress it up. But then that blue is just beautiful for this season right now. I think that would look fantastic with a swimsuit going to the pool or, you know, you're going to the beach.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And I just realized I think every item that we've seen come up on the show, even during a clearance event, are customer picks. So I encourage you again to read what others are saying about the purchases that they've made, how they feel about the quality versus the value. And you know, that's the beauty of shopping with some of our best designers during this clearance event. We do this twice a year. It's the last day of June. You're here at the right time because all of these things are really all about summertime. It's not like, oh, these are our winter items that we're trying to get rid of for the summer. These are summertime pieces that you will love and wear now. You're just getting the best prices that we've done since any of these pieces have launched this year with us. Again, last hour we had a nice variety of designers. You can take a look on hsn.com to see what else is coming up. I know Lynn, I just saw her walk in the studio. She's got jewelry coming up, clearance priced jewelry collections. So it's a special day and we're glad you're with us. It's 685-775. So here's a couple things I want to share as we move into the next item, which is the 360-degree slim in a jean. But a lot of you have been asking about the tank. I know Hida was wearing this tank in the purple earlier, and it's just such a great classic. I mean, we need tanks. Oh, and it is a 2-pack. That's right, you get the solid and the print. And those are on 3 flex. Any color that you see from the jade to the magenta, the navy, the red, the slate, the purple, the yellow, the natural, and the black. It's not 1, it's 2. And that's a great, great way to just enhance your wardrobe. Again, 685-968 is the item number for you there. Okay, the next item is very fun. So Iman herself, self-proclaimed lover of wearing pants. It's funny, and I love it. And she's told me in the past that even if she'd spent tons of money on a pant from a designer that she loves, she would always go have them tailored to fit her body. And you know what? She's got the sexiest curves of anybody I can think of, other than maybe our girls. But what this jean is gonna do is allow you to feel like it has been custom fit to your body because of the stretch and because of a little secret panel on the inside. And I think Kate's gonna reveal that for you. This, though, it is a cropped skinny, but it's got a little bit more of an opening towards the ankle, so it's not straight down like a really pencil straight skinny. It's more of an opened semi-boot cut skinny, if you will, crop jean. So colors, we've got this in red, black, and white. Red is most limited. We are into a couple hundred only in the red. Best bet is, wow, I love that we've got black, and it's so infrequent that we continue to have white in stock, because when we start a new season, white disappears quickly. So yay that we've got that. And then we've got 2 different shades of denims. There's the traditional denim, and then there's the light denim. So those are your options. In terms of lengths, we've got 3 different options there too. So the petite is 23 inches, average 25, and then tall is 27 inches. Now this jean, yes, it's called 360, and Kate's gonna give you the details on that, but it is such a beautiful blend of different fabrications. It's cotton, viscose, poly, and elastane. So they're really soft. It's different than any other line that we carry in jean because it's got that beautiful, like a quad blend fabrication. But enough about that. You can see the details on the double button and the fun faux pockets on the front, fully functional belt loops, functional pockets on the back with that gold element on the black. I think it's really expensive as it is on the white. But Kate, do you have a pair that you can turn inside out for us so we can show the extra little secret? There it is.
I do. And this is the secret to the 360 Slim, is that you have this mesh lining that goes all the way around the interior of the jean. 360 degrees, and this is just going to give you that little hug just that little bit of something that's going to hold you in right at the waist, right around the top of your hips. It's going to slim you out. It's going to pull you in, not in like a squeezy, uncomfortable way. It's more like a hug. These jeans are designed to just love you. So you have, like you said, that incredible stretch, but it's got so much bounce that it's going to go right back to fitting you absolutely perfectly the way that it should. You're not going to get that baggy tush. You're not going to get the baggy knees. I love the cut of this jean. It's sort of a flared crop, which is very, very on trend right now. If you have, been doing your online shopping, as some of us have, you will see that these jeans, this style is very, very popular. So she's given it to us again in that petite, average, and tall sizing. So you're sure to get your perfect fit. And then just that comfort, and then that extra something. It's that 5-pocket style detail, like you said. It has a little bit higher yoke in the back, that higher waist, so you don't have any of that gapping when you sit down. Which I don't know about you, but I get that gapping when I sit down, and it drives me crazy. But then the pockets in the front, there's that faux pocket, so you don't have any extra fabric, where you don't want it in the front. So it's just going to be nice and slim. Again, it's all just going to hold you in, and it's going to be so comfortable. Like you said, they're the softest jeans. It's almost like wearing pajamas.
Yeah, it is. It's like wearing a pair of leggings or yoga pants. They're so soft to the touch. One of the details I think is so neat is not only is more of a it's a little bit more of an open crop instead of it being super skinny to the middle of the calf. And then it's got that released hem. Did you notice that with Emily? She came out wearing this color, and you can see it's that wonderful, I just think it's so cute. It's not your traditional like seam. It just, I don't know, there's something a little more relaxed and cool about having it that way.
Yeah, exactly. And that's sort of the trend right now, is those cropped, sort of wider, flared legs with that raw edged hem on the bottom. I know the pair of jeans that I'm wearing right now have a raw edged hem. I just think it's very chic. It's very classic, very on trend. You can wear it with heels like the girls are doing, but you could also easily wear this back with a pair of flats, a pair of slides, a pair of tennis shoes if you're running around. It's a great alternative to a short. I am not a fan of shorts. Like my legs are just not my jam. Like I keep them covered as much as I can.
You're crazy. Like this, you've got gorgeous legs, girl.
Oh, no.
Isn't it funny how we all have
white
a thing?
And they're pasty, and I don't tan. They're just much better if they're hidden. So for me, this is great in the summer, because then I'm not wearing like a heavy long jean. No. So if you're like me, and it's, this is going to be a great alternative.
We all have that thing, those areas. One of the things I wanted to show, and it is numeric sizing. So this is 2 through 24 women's. If you're a 10, get the 10. If you're a 12, get the 12, and so on. But one of the details that I think is really part of the flattering aspect, in addition to that panel that you showed us that gives us a little bit more tummy coverage or control, is there's a side panel right here. I think maybe the video might show it best. Of course, I picked black to try to show that to you. That's not going to happen. But I think it's really neat, because that side panel, see how it's kind of inverted like an upside down triangle? That's what helps to accommodate the curves that we as women have been blessed with. I think, do we have that video, guys? Okay, actually, this is perfect. You can see what Kate was describing, that tummy smoothing panel, and that goes all the way around, even to the back, but it's on the side, that little bit of an insert that kind of gives us a little bit of breathing room, if you will, and that coupled with the stretch, you'd never know in a million years you're wearing a jean. It's not a jean that you fight with like it was, years ago. I know this is definitely, this is the first airing on this particular cropped jean on sale, and several hundred of you made your decision on colors. I'm gonna encourage you, if you want the white or the black. Black is a must, you will love it. And I also, if you are petite and one of these inseams would allow this to be a full length jean for you, awesome, wear it that way. Just because we're calling it a crop doesn't mean it has to be a crop on you. But black and white, and I mean, look at the hardware. Look at the gold details, the rivets, the double buttons, and of course that's the traditional zip and fly closure. Even on the back you can see those beautiful gold, there's your Iman nameplate, knowing you're wearing an exclusive design from a supermodel herself. And then of course all of them with the gold hardware and the buttons make it just a dressier option than a traditional jean. Oh, this one might be the color right here. Let me see if I can show you this. See that? That's the panel I keep commenting on because I think it really accommodates for a little bit extra curviness. See that?
It does, and then you know, the pockets on the back are sort of designed strategically to give you a little bit of a lift, but also in people that maybe don't have curves like myself, it really sort of creates that. So it kind of goes both ways. So if you have those curves, then this is going to be perfect for you. And then if you don't have those curves, then it's going to help sort of give the illusion that you do, which is what I appreciate.
Right, it's true. It's funny. You know, you always want what you don't have. I wanted your red hair when I grew up, and I wanted your, straight body. But the deal is, you know, we have what we have. We've been given what we have, and let's celebrate it accordingly. So I'm glad we got to show you that close up on the jean and some of the design elements that I know is, you assume it's just going to be the same design as any other. But every designer that we have, Iman included, brings something special to the table in terms of how she or he knows that we need to cover all kinds of shapes and sizes. We have shoppers with us from, your 20s into your 90s or beyond, and all sizes and heights and shapes, and that's why it's amazing to me that our designers can accommodate such a variance of options. But that's what we do, and that's what you're taking advantage of today on a jean that retails for about $70. It's an Iman jean. So even our regular price at HSN, which would be about $50, we've taken it down to under 30. So a nice opportunity to even get a bit of try or add a color. If you don't have a great white jean, maybe yours yellowed from last year or the year before, or maybe you've just never really gone there because you were afraid it would just be too constrictive to you. Try this fabric, try this design, try it from Iman, get the length that works for you. Once again, we have all three inseams. The lengths are 23 inches for petite, 25 average, 27 inches in the tall inseam. These are your colors, once again, black, white, red, and then two different versions of the denims, the darker wash and the lighter wash. That lighter wash is really terrific, isn't it? So you can see on the deeper wash, it's got a little bit more of a fading done on the front of the thighs. That too has its own slimming effect. And there you see from the backside, the higher or the raised pockets to kind of help lift the backside too. So lots to love about this. And my time with you is coming to a close real quick, but we've got a couple more things I'm gonna sneak in here. Let me remind you of those Palazzo pants that we had at the beginning of the show. Almost 2,000 of you picked them up just now. It's not one, but two on sale in a big way. It's $15, I think, a pair. It's a solid, it's a print, and it's your choice of lengths. We've got regular, a plus, and we've got them in petite, average, and tall. It's just a matter of which color do you love the most. We've got them in every color, including your classics. And we still have all sizes on that. So that's an amazing opportunity. That is so rare during a clearance event like that. 685966. We offered a keyhole tunic that was beautifully back to that, whether you're wearing the solid or the print. This one's getting super limited. The item is 685793. About 1,000 of those went out the door. Look at those colors, magenta and tea or jade and mocha and purple and navy red, slate gray and yellow. That is a really pretty top on clearance in a big way. And we're gonna move into one of my favorite things of the show. So I just mentioned, Iman is a lover of pants. I am a lover of dresses. And I just love this one. I just love the sleeve, the romance of the chiffon. We've got two lengths here. One is 53.5, that's petite, 57.5 in the average. I mean, this is just everything to me. Now we have three colors and only three colors, jade being my favorite. I don't know, maybe the red is. The red is amazing too. This is in the yellow, so all these choices. What I think is so incredibly special about this is the chiffon sleeve that's open right at the outset of your arm, so it shows off just the curves, not the underside of the arm where most of us aren't a big fan of, but just right here where it's still really pretty, and it just kind of gives you a little hint. Double layers and fully lined. The lining actually goes right about to the knee, and from that point down, it's sheer. So it's just super elegant and just a little bit sexy. On clearance under, wow, this is almost half off during this event. The item here is $685,809. It's got this shearing or this gathering at the waist, so you can see you can belt this and create a different look, but it gives you the stretch and the elegance of that. Oh yeah, this is a winner, and it's not even a dress that you have to send to the dry cleaners. You can machine wash it and tumble it dry. Kate, you need this in yellow.
So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, I don't have this dress, and I'm a little upset about it.
You need this dress.
I know. I'm sitting here. I'm like, I'm definitely a little upset about this. This is a gorgeous dress, and like you said, it's sexy. The way that it's just got that little slit down the side there on the arm, just so you know, it shows a little something something with that gorgeous V. I love that it has the lining only to the knee, and then it's sort of sheer under that chiffon all the way down. I could definitely see this belted. Emily looks like she's on her way to date night somewhere. But I could also see this going into fall with a pair of tall boots, maybe a leather jacket. Like, I think that this is I'm mad. I'm starting to get mad right now that I do not have this dress. I'm going to have to order it.
Well, let me get you the item number, Kate. It's $685,809, and it is on clearance if there's ever going to be a time. Honestly, I just think dresses are so great. They're the easiest thing to put on. You just like put it on over your head and out the door you go, and you feel great, and it's one way of celebrating, you know, our femininity. This one in particular. I think if I assessed my wardrobe, I have probably more dresses than anything. I just think they're great. They're comfortable, they're easy. This is something year round. I think this would be something you could wear to the dressiest of events, or make it fun and casual to, you know, maybe a backyard barbecue one day in the evening.
Absolutely, and I think you need that red for sure. I think that would look stunning with your blonde hair. But yeah, like you said, you could absolutely wear this right now, especially since it's a sheer sleeve, even though it's longer. So, you know, it just gives you a little bit of coverage. It's not going to be super hot in these warmer months. But yeah, maxi dresses, they're so easy. You just throw one on, you're done, you're good to go out the door. You just throw on some sandals or, you know, strappy heels if you're going to a function. But, you know, they're comfortable, they're easy, and these are beautiful. I love these colors. They're
Before we
stunning.
sign off, I want to make sure Emily shows us that sleeve, because look at her arms. They're just, that's it. Look at that. I love how she's just opened it up. You know, it doesn't show too much or too little. It's just, that I love.
Look at her. She's like, yeah. See, you know, it just makes you feel like good when you got, you know.
It really, really does.
Showing and.
I hated to save my favorite until the end, but you know, that's how it worked out today. We have 3 colors and only 3 colors, 2 lengths. I'll remind you, if you're petite, you want this in the petite, which is 53.5, 57.5 in the average. And this one, you're right. I have to like start thinking, like, do I have anything red for the summer? This is such a great choice. This color I love on Emily. And yellow, you as a redhead would look fabulous in that. So all choices are here for anybody who wants to pick this one up. And don't forget, you've got a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee to get this delivered to your door and then try it on and then decide. It comes with a label in the bag and the package, and if you decide against it, you just put that label right back, drop it back off at your post office or your UPS, and you'll have all of your money refunded. So I think this is a great way to end the show. Big thanks to Emily and Dahida for joining us today, and to you, Kate, for being a part of our show today. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. As always, it is my pleasure.
Fantastic. Well, be well and order this dress.
No, I will. Right now.
Okay, deal. Thank you guys so much for joining me this afternoon. Whoopsie. Tomorrow, I will be with you in the evening from 4 to 7. Alice and I are going to be co-hosting to kick off our big birthday month. So we've got some special things in store for you then. In the meantime, have a wonderful rest of your evening and stay where you are. Lynn just made her way into the studio looking beautiful. She's got 2 hours of jewelry clearance in a big way. Have fun, and I'll see you again tomorrow.
Get a holiday head start with our Christmas in July sale. Catch the holiday spirit during our 2-day extravaganza filled with holiday decor, toys, electronics, and Santa's favorites from David's Cookies, Mr. Christmas, Winter Lane, and more. Plus, don't miss the premiere of August and Leo Holiday Home by Juliana Rancic, a chic holiday collection of ornaments and decor. Celebrate the holiday season with sale prices all day Monday and Tuesday on HSN and shop all week long at hsn.com.
Discover a world of beauty like you've never seen before. Beauty Report is the insider's guide to getting gorgeous. Join me every Wednesday night for a beautiful new routine.
Have questions? Find the answers at hsn.com. Search customer service to see our frequently asked questions. Use the search field to locate what you need. Want to know more? We're always here for you. Email, live chat, or call us. Customer service, anytime, anyway.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on beauty, jewelry, shoe, and fashion purchases all day, every day. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card. Now more than ever, we all need a little extra fun. That's what birthdays are for. Come celebrate our 43rd birthday all month long. Cue the confetti, more deals, more special guests, more new products, more big events, daily surprises, and giveaways galore, 43 to be exact. Some things just get better with age. Find your fun. Join the kickoff starting July 1st.